so glad you could join me. So, back in the studio, I haven't been down here for a while. I've been running around, as you know, if you've been watching the vlog, all over the place. Today I'm going to talk about something about art, about creating. It's something I find sort of throughout the creative process that I find interesting. Every once in a while, you'll have a vision in your head and you're like, oh, I want to execute this and I want to put it together. And the things just don't come together. And like the painting I was working on, which you're looking at right now, when I first started I was very excited about it. I knew it was an experiment. I did it as a black and white and like a monochromatic with grays. And that one I absolutely loved. And as this one progressed, I just started to hate it. And then I tried to do a lot of things to kind of try to like fix it. I tried to do things I thought, well, this will make it have a different feel, different look. And then the deeper it went, the more I hated it. I think it's important that we as artists can look at a piece and go like, this isn't working. I don't want to look at it anymore. I don't think anybody else is going to ever want to hang this in their home. I don't think it's ever going to show in a gallery. It's just not, it's not good. And you have to be open to saying to yourself, this isn't good, and I'm ready to start over. Now, I knew one artist, when he hated his pieces, he would literally destroy them, break up the canvases, break up the framing, cut the canvases, break up the framing, throw it in the trash, and just exercise himself of that painting and be like, I'm done with it, I can't even look at it, and I don't want anybody else to ever know it happened. I, on the other hand, am pretty transparent. I'm open to sharing my creative process, and I'm open to saying that one didn't work. But also what I like is sometimes always recycling that canvas, reusing that canvas. Don't just let it go to waste, but the texture from the underpainting becomes something that adds personality to the new canvas. Now, this new painting that I'm working on right now, which you can look at now, it is not done yet, but I really like the direction it's going. And I'm not sure even what I'm going to do with it. I'm kind of exploring it because now it's like a test canvas and see what happens. And this gives me the freedom to sort of like, there's no pressure. I was going to throw this one away anyway, so now let's see what this looks like. Let's see what we can make out of it. Let's see if we can bring a phoenix out of this painting. And I don't know, I'm pretty excited about this one. But I guess the takeaway for today's video, which is kind of a short video, is that not everything is going to be perfect, and not every time is something going to happen. You're like, oh man, I love that painting. But it's totally important to be honest with yourself. Look at those pieces and go like, it's not working, or figure out what you can do to make it that piece that's special, that someone will just fall in love with when they see it, or that you're going to fall in love with. But it's important to be your own judge before you put it out there. But not so harsh that no one ever sees anything you ever do. In the comments below, if you want, tell me what happens with you when you get frustrated with a painting. Tell me what you do when you get to a point where you're like, man, I hate this and I'm just not feeling it. Do you keep working it and work it to death? Or do you start over again? Do you burn the canvas or whatever the medium is you're working on? Really curious what you do. Please share. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And I'll talk to you next week.